At Bianchi Honda, we want to exceed your expectations for customer service. From our gorgeous showroom and accommodating staff to our extraordinary selection of Honda vehicles and industry-leading service department. Your vehicle should be the best choice for you, and you can find it here at Bianchi Honda. I'm Jason Perico, and I promise to always make it worth a visit.
Welcome back, everybody. Hour 2 of the Blitz. I am James R. I'll be with you until 6 o'clock. Right now, we want to welcome Gannon women's basketball coach Jim Brunelli. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Let's see. The last time I saw you guys, you were playing at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Just
trying to keep
a week.
track, everybody.
It was a weekday game, Wednesday.
It was Wednesday
Yep.
night.
Yep. Mansfield.
Against Mansfield.
That is correct.
Take us through that game. You're coming off a crazy holidays and everything.
Yeah, and that game was a little different just because the simple fact that we played our weekend game. We opened up the year, what was it, January 3rd, but it was a Sunday. So we played that game on a Sunday, so we had Kutztown, which, like I said before, there's just no easy way to get there. That took a long time to get home, got a great win in overtime there, and then to come home and have 2 days, we had to practice Monday, Tuesday, and then get ready for Mansfield, which ladies did a great job. Really excited just to get back home and play in front of, our hometown crowd. Even though we travel very well, it was nice to get back home into the friendly confines of the Hammermill Center. That game started out, I was really proud of the ladies. They gutted it out because there were sometimes, you got to stay focused in games. And, with today, back when we played, there was no internet. We couldn't look up a team. We couldn't go online and see who's doing what. Now these kids can get on. They probably have all that stuff on their phone. So now keeping them focused and saying, hey, this team has won a couple games or is on a 7-game losing streak. You still got to take them seriously because we're going to get everybody's best shot. And I thought there for a quarter or so, we didn't play our basketball game. We didn't play at our level. And then once we got cracking and moving, I thought the ladies dug down and got some good looks at the basket and did some really good things offensively and defensively.
All right, so how's practice been since?
Good. We had off then that next day, and being that our bye week is that weekend, we had off yesterday just because the NCAA rules we have to give off one day and out of the 7. And so today's the first day of class back here at Gannon for all the students. And practice this morning was good. Went over film. We're starting. Our preparations are for Cal right now. That's our next game. That's our next game, and that's our next big game. So we play them this Wednesday down at Cal, and we're excited for the opportunity to get out on the court.
Tell the Gannon fans about Cal then.
Yeah, Cal, very, very good team. They lost quite a bit, quite a few seniors, but they have a good core back. They have, if not the best point guard in the conference. I don't know who else is up there as far as being able to do everything. She's our leading scorer. She leads them in assists. She does everything for them, and that's Mickey Glenn. I have to think, I was talking to my staff. I think they probably have, this is my 3rd year facing Cal. This is probably the most athletic team they have.
Really?
They have some really, really good athletic players, and they're going to be good for a while because some of their players are only sophomores or juniors. Mickey Glenn's a junior. Sierra Barrett's a sophomore. She was the Rookie of the Year. She's their center. They have, I'm drawing a blank, number 23. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? They have Paige Wright, who's a shooter, lefty shooter. 23, I'm going to look it up here because I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on her name.
Do they do anything different than they have?
No, they're running a lot of the same sets. However, it's just one of those things where, I think with the personnel they have the ability to get off. 23 is Precious Martin. There it is. Precious
Nice.
Martin. So they have the ability. All their players have the ability to get to the hoop, which I thought last year and the years past they had some players that that were really good at it, and then they had some players that were kind of average at it. But this year, I think they're one of the most athletic teams in the conference as far as who they put out on the floor and how they get up and down the floor, because they're all athletic. They all run the floor really well. So we're gonna have our job cut out for us on Wednesday night. But I like our chances. I like the way our team has been playing. You know, you can never go in thinking about different things, but you know, we have some momentum. They lost a tough game on the weekend in overtime to Seton Hill.
Is that the full court 3?
No, that was earlier. They lost 3 out of their last
East.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
This year, the night we played Mansfield, they played Westchester and went into overtime there, and Mickey Glenn hit a 3 with 5-6 seconds left to send it into overtime. But the game before that, the night we were over at Kutztown, the day we were over at Kutztown hit a play, had the ball down 2, I think, 1 or 2 with 4 seconds left, and hit a 3.
And they had to go the full court.
And no.
Okay,
they had it underneath their basket. East Rutherford had it underneath their basket, and then by the time they got the shot off, Cal didn't even have an opportunity. So they're going to be loaded. They're going to be loaded and ready to go, ready to play, because they've lost a few games recently, and we just got to play at our level and play team basketball.
Coach, slip those headphones on. We got somebody holding here and probably wants to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
You're on with Coach Brunelli. Go ahead.
We're doing pretty good. You know, our kids are. You know, today was our first day of class, but we've been pretty healthy over the break, which is good. Had a couple kids that you know, with the way the weather has been these last couple weeks, got a little sick as far as just, you know, sniffles and that type stuff. But for the most part, our team is healthy, knock on wood, and you know, we're getting after it in practice, and we got one more to get in, a good one tomorrow morning before we head down to Cal. Yes. Cal PA, we play them Wednesday night at 5:30.
Thanks, caller. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Have a good night. So you're getting ready for Seton Hill. Now, honestly, I don't know how they've been doing. I haven't had a reason to look at them, but you just said they beat Cal.
Yeah,
So
they played
right.
they played a heck of a game, and what's interesting is they're our next game after Cal. I do know that. But right now we're focused on Cal. And, you know, we're just trying to make preparations and get everybody back in the swing, get everybody back in that routine of going to class, because it's been a while. You know, the last time our kids were in class were, you know, second week of December, as far as every day. So they've been off for a little bit, enjoying the practice. But I think everybody, just by the sense of it in practice, everybody's excited about the semester starting. Now we just got to stay focused and go take care of business down at Cal.
From the first day of practice till now, you think you're ahead of schedule, on schedule? A couple things you want to tweak? You always want to tweak.
Yeah, you always want to tweak. You know, it's one of those things where I don't really set out, and maybe I should start doing this. I don't always look and say, well, maybe we need to be here, you know, or we don't have this in yet, or don't have that in yet. We changed our offense, so we're just trying to build around that, and we're moving at a pretty good pace, I would think. I think with installing a new offense and doing things a little bit differently, you really got to play it by ear and not rush. You got to really take your time, and that's what we've done. But the ladies have really accepted it and taken it in, and I think they really enjoy playing this style. But I have to think we're okay right where we're at, and you know, we're always trying to get better. I tell the ladies all the time, you know, if you don't have anything to prove when you step on the court, you know, you got to really think about it, because it's our goal every day to step in and be better than we were the day before.
What are you most pleased with? Not the record or not your position in the conference, but with the team, whether it be offense, defense, or certain players. What's making you happy at this stage?
I think one of the biggest things, and I think every coach wants it to happen this way, and I'm really thankful that it's going this way, is we've been sharing the ball very, very well. And when you can go in, if you look at our stats, you know, we have 4 players averaging double figures. It's been a while since we had four ladies on the team who averaged double figures for this long in the season. It's been a long time. You know, in years past when I got here, it was 2 or 3. I think the most we had was 3. But now being able to have 4 ladies, that's tough to beat. And we saw the other night at Kutztown, they threw out a different type of defense and tried to shut down our shooters. And 2 other players stepped up along with those kids that they were playing. And so that's always nice. And being able to have some options, I'm really pleased with that. I think Jenny Teese is doing an excellent job in there in the post. I think Morgan Neighbors is shooting some of the best percentages she's ever shot here at Gannon. And as far as a perimeter player, she's shooting some of the best percentages anybody's ever shot here at Gannon. When you look at her 3-point percentage, when you look at her from the field, Amanda Birchtold is dishing out the ball at a clip that's ridiculous.
She's a prototype point there.
Exactly. And McKenna Shives is in double figures. Those are 4. And then you got Brianna Brennan, who's playing really well. And I keep telling Bree, she's tough to defend. She really is. She can shoot from the outside. She can hit the mid-range. She can take you all the way to the rack. And that's what we like. And then the other thing is I like where our freshmen are coming along. I think we're going to get deeper and deeper as the season goes on. So really proud of the ladies, and just for their total effort of coming in every day, ready to go. I'm a hard coach to please. I think any of the players will tell you that, and that's just the way I am. But they've been doing a really good job, and we keep pushing. We keep pushing because I really think we can be better than what we are.
You always seem to have a roster full of players that play at least 2 positions, if not 3.
Yeah,
by design?
That's exactly by design. That's exactly by design. And when I have, that's the type of recruiting that I do. I'm not a big fan of one-dimensional players. And what I mean by that is, oh, well, I'm just a point guard.
Right.
At this level, you got to be able to do other things. Or I'm just a back-to-the-basket center. If you look at my teams at my other school, the year I left there, all 5 of our players could shoot a 3, all starters. Had that ability. I just think that makes you a little more dangerous, a little more versatile, and I think that's a tough combination to try to defend all the time. So that's definitely a staple in the recruiting aspect, and that's what we definitely go out and look for. You got to have a little versatility, and the old days of you can play defense and you're just a defensive specialist. It's tough. It's tough at the college level to do that because when you get to the offensive side and you're unable to put the ball in the hoop, with film and the great synergy that we have that breaks down everything for you, you can really go and say, well, we don't need to play her that, or we can step off and play somebody else and really focus in on their players. But what's nice is, we have 4 young ladies that can put the ball in the hoop, and then we can sub players in that can do exactly that. And like I said before, just the idea of sharing the ball, to have 20-some assists in some games, we've had 21 assists, 22 assists, that's just phenomenal.
Have you done anything different that you didn't think you were going to do, whether played more zone, less zone, man?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think one of the things that we would like to do more is maybe extend and play a little bit more full court man-to-man. However, I'm liking the way our team is taking to our zone. I think that's one of the things that has been good for us is our ability to mix it up. I think there's teams out there that their coaches are man-to-man and I'm 40 minutes and that's it. I don't think you can do that and be successful in this day and age. I think sometimes is you mix it up.
You got to give the other team a look even to make them pay attention.
Yeah, just a different look.
If they're in a huddle, at least say, well, they might come out zone.
Exactly.
There's no reason not to at least throw a zone.
Yeah, and we do that every now and then, depending on the certain situation. I don't think you'll ever see us, like, for example, go zone when the ball's out underneath their basket.
Right.
But coming out of a timeout, absolutely. Maybe throw a different style press at them. Maybe just go a flat zone, or just come out and pretend that you're man-to-man, but you're actually in a zone, just to give them a different look. And then I like to do it because then we go back to our coaching staff and say, hey, we track, hey, we're on defense. When we were in zone, what did they get mostly? Well, coach, they missed 3. They missed 4 of their last 5 shots, and they were all threes. Well, hey, let's stick with that a little bit. Or, hey, coach, you're killing us in zone. And sometimes you don't even need a staff to figure out that they're killing you in a certain defense. But so we kind of mix it up and try to see what works best and then go with it.
All right, Coach, at California Wednesday.
Yes.
Home to Seton Hill, who beat California.
Yes.
So obviously every game key. And I know you're probably aware it's nothing you dwell on as a coach, but I think third in the region possibly.
Yeah, with one of the with the D2, the sports information directors, that poll, yeah, and it's one of those things where it's great to get those accolades, and all those go to the ladies. They've done an amazing job, and right now our focus is, like we tell the team, one day at a time, one game at a time.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Have a good one.
We'll be back.